What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here. Going to go ahead and dial in the custom playbook that I have started to work on since we actually saw them in real light. There we go, OSU NOS. And it is Buckeyes and Grambling State here, the Week 2 matchup here on Nagy on Sports. Obviously, you can see there, Grambling State, none of the FCS schools are in the game, so it's just FCS Southeast. We'll see what they look like as the drones go into the sky. Clearly, they think it's going to be a night game. It's actually a 3:30 game in real life. For your Buckeyes, actually, I do have the Grambling State roster up, so I'll refer to that quarterback by the real quarterback's name to try to get you a little bit of a preview. I actually have seen a couple other people who are simming, not without live commentary, of course. That actually, you can pull them in from Team Builder. Somebody made them in real life for Team Builder. But then you got to play it in exhibition mode, and I just can't with exhibition mode. I'm very, very upset with it. Plus, this is part of the dynasty. This is part of the franchise. This is part of the next season. Buckeyes coming off that big win. We got to keep the outcome of our sim win. They took care of business against the Texas Longhorns in real life on Saturday. So put 15 up on the clock. Buckeyes and the Tigers here of Grambling State. Nagy on Sports style. Buckeyes will get the ball first. Hey, Alex, welcome in. Real football starts tonight, of course. Excited about that. Should be able to bring you our official Browns sim tomorrow. Try to check in with Kit and see if what his schedule is and if he'll be able to join us. Those are obviously not real guys. They're led by their quarterback, Xavier Teasitt, is Grambling. And some of the top defenders, Torrey Morgan, Tyrell Raby, Jamal Jordan as well. Here, turn around, give it to Donaldson. First play of the game, C.J. Donaldson. He's going to get a few more carries today, I hope, trying to even out the run game to the pass game. And obviously, I think he carried the rock a little bit more than Peoples did. So there's a good mix of both of them, as well as a few for Jackson and Rogers as well. Nice dig route from Julian Sayin. First play of the game through the air, and the first down goes to the captain, Brandon Innes. Hey, Jim, welcome in. I am going to watch the game tonight. Oh, Amari Cooper just announced his retirement. Is that real? Stinks for what, the Raiders? Is that who he signed with? Maybe he took a week of practice with Pete Carroll and was like, I don't want to do this. Bo Jackson in at tailback, and he'll be stuck behind the line. And here comes a 3rd and long now. Tiger defense attempting to thwart the Buckeyes here. It's not their colors. They're not actually the groupers. An oversized, mean-looking fish. Sayin, deep shot, left side. He's got a man for, catches it at the 15-yard line. Deep shot down the field. Looks like maybe Jeremiah Smith tripped. Otherwise, he should be waltzing into the end zone. He got past his man in a hurry. Their top cornerback on that side, Quentin Talley, senior out of Houston Christian. And he got whipped that time by the best receiver in the game. And Sam put it right on the screws. 47 yards, first down into the red zone now for the Buckeyes. Again, appreciate you being on. Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel only place you're going to find simulated sporting events with live original commentary. It's another 7 that time for C.J. Donaldson. Here come the Buckeyes. Right side, caught by Claire. 3-2-1. He reaches across the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they strike first here against Grambling on their opening drive. Right down the field. Max Clare on the other end of it into the end zone. Sayin to Clare for 6 there. Hey, Carter, what is up? What is up? What is up? Good to see you, my friend. And everybody who's on the Discord, got to see Carter and I met up at the at his tailgate. Buckeye game. Got a little picture together. Put that up on the channel. It's fun to see the peeps in person. 7-play, 80-yard drive. Boy, was it efficient on the ground. And again, that 47-yarder to Jeremiah Smith was a big part of it as well. All right, here come the Tigers of Grambling. Technically, they are in the southeast. They're down in what? South Carolina, I think. Georgia is Grambling, maybe. This is obviously much more about the Buckeye defense. Would love to be up big and get you some backups here in this game. That's the hope, at least. Their quarterback is Xavier Teasitt. Teasitt option keeper. He'll try the right. Quarterback Teasitt. He'll be number 1, not number 7. on your screen, but that's okay. Top running back is Tony Phillips and Trey Bradford. He'll give it to one of them. We'll say that that's going to be, how about Tony Phillips? And Phillips will try the left side. I will say Trey Bradford. He's the senior. 3rd and 1 now. Everybody up at the line. Here come the Tigers. And QB sneak by Tease-It. And the 6'3", redshirt sophomore quarterback from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in there as well. That's right, Hugh Jackson was there for a while. I think they're like recovering from Hugh Jackson now down there, actually. Left side shot, tipped away. Matthews, he was special last week in that Texas game, wasn't he? Yeah. They're Grambling State. And a big run to the left side and a first down achieved, and more all the way up. Blue Redmond is that guy's name. In real life, the running back's name is Trey Bradford, and Bradford picks up a nice first down. Now, we can joke about it, but the SEC teams all do too. One of these days, if we get guaranteed playoff spots, you'll see these games go away, but until then, should be a fun game. A lot of history, obviously, with Grambling. Their marching band is incredible, and they're going to come up, so the halftime show should be really fun. Here's a run up the middle, and Kenyatta Jackson, who I would guess they'll probably hold him out precautionarily. Speaking of Kenyatta Jackson, after getting that concussion last week, big blitz coming, and Tease-It is blown up in the backfield. Lorenzo Stiles Jr., the primary sacker on the play, and Grambling will have to punt it away on their first possession. Yes, everyone does it. Little Sisters of the Poor, I believe, was the famous way that then President Gordon Gee talked about it. This one will be punted out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Here come the Bucks. Would love to be up by like 35-0 at half. Get you some backups. See some of the depth on this team. That's what I'd really like to see. And in real life, by the way. Here comes Donaldson to the right. And CJ gets a yard. Just doesn't hit that hole quite as hard as Peoples does. But CJ Donaldson got way more carries than Peoples did in week number 1. That'll be worth watching. As for their plan to win, as here he is again for 9. Their plan to win was clearly to try to pound the ball, keep Arch and company on the sideline. And let's face it, all those 4th down stops and goal line stops, they had so many 1st and 99s where they just kind of had to run up to the middle to give themselves room to punt. Over the middle and incomplete. Let's go for this. Oops, I didn't hit it in time. Oh well. Let's not go for this. McGuire will punt it away. Taken by the kick returner. Let's call that wide receiver Jordan Bride. He's their top wide receiving target. 5'10", 150-pound sophomore. Caleb Downs might kill him. Option keeper to the right side, and he didn't choose to pitch it. Devin Sanchez sticks his nose right into the mix of that one. Trying to go right again is the tailback Jordan. Or excuse me, Bradford. Jordan is the linebacker. Again, I'm telling you real people's names from Grambling just based on what position they play. Up the middle again, this is the second tailback this time. That's going to be Big Tony Phillips, and Phillips goes down there. They will punt it away on a 4th and inches here. Buckeyes hold on defense again, 4:30 and counting here. Well, so Jim, they did do another update today, but they still didn't update the rosters. So I put it in the Discord chat the other day. I actually found a user-created roster. Looks like we might get a holding call on the left tackle, or right tackle in this game, rather, Austin Sarafeld. I actually found a user-created 53-man roster that was pretty accurate. I had to make a few changes, and obviously, like, Fannin changed his number yesterday, so I had to make that one. I still had to make Andre Schmidt, and I had to make like Easton Mascarenas Arnold. But like Rocket Sanders was on the team. They had the right 53. Pickett was on the Raiders. All of those things had been done. So I took that person's roster and then made some tweaks. There still may be a guy here or there that like, oh, that guy's on IR, and I missed the memo on it from other teams. But for the most part, we're ready to go. So the sim is already set up. It's ready to go for our Browns. Like I said, I'm going to plan to do that one tomorrow. I just need to check in with Kit and see what his schedule will allow or not. If he's not going to be in the middle of an airplane, we'll get it to you tomorrow night is the plan. It's all rocked and ready to go. I did spend some time playing with a little bit of a playbook as well so that we didn't have a bunch of third and long screen passes, and took out some read option because I just don't think they're going to run read option with Flacco. Saying in trouble. I think we're going to get a holding. He's going to run for a first down. He'll slide at the 45. Ethan Onyewu, who actually played mostly at right guard against Texas. He would sub in and out with Tegra Shabola, so maybe I have to do some adjusting on the line. He's the transfer from Rice. Anyways, guilty of holding, and now 2 minutes to go, and it's a 2nd and 18. Back to pass. Sayin fling it quickly to the left side. Caught by Jeremiah Smith, and he gets back up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11. Yeah, Bill Belichick's North Carolina Tar Heels got pistol whipped, didn't they? Almost picked in the middle. He tried to go to Mylan Graham, and Grambling's defense will hold. Good on them. We may have to go to some situational coach mode to get Sayin in rhythm here. There's some new play calling. Again, I have started to make an OSU playbook to try to give them some different options, some different looks, and seeing, trying to get them to run a little bit more than they have. Stretch it to the left side to the tailback. Trey Bradford is the tailback in real life. And now they'll go very heavy in the backfield. 2 tailbacks. Savian Teasitt, the quarterback, taking the pistol snap. He'll option keeper, but Sanchez is right there for a huge TFL. I actually liked Sanchez in 4 more than I like him in 6. Obviously, he moved to 6 when Sonny took the block O, but the game will not let me update anybody's numbers, and they'll sack him in the backfield. Caden McDonald and Bo Atkinson. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Go Browns. Hi, Mason. Sorry I missed you pop in there as well. Actually, I saw your blind of the week comment, but I don't think that I said hello to you. All right. So just 7-0 at the end of 1 might be a little bit of a problem for some people. So we'll go a little coach mode situation here. A punt coming away. Try to get a little bit of offense going. Sayin in a shotgun. Here comes Donaldson, spinning his way through the middle, give him a gain of 2. Sayin in the pistol again. Back to pass, long handoff to James Peoples, who picks up a couple, and now it's a 3rd and 6. Julian Sayin, motion coming from the GOAT, Jeremiah Smith. Fling it over the middle, caught, first down by Tate and Moore. Try a little bit of tempo here for the Buckeyes. Sayin now, motion coming from Ennis, top of your screen. Hinsman snaps it back, RPO quickly out to Ennis, who tried to spin around the defender and frankly didn't gain anything in the process. Sayin back to pass now. He's got time. He'll fling it out to the right side. C.J. Donaldson, head of steam, trying to get around the blocker. Bryson Rogers, who has checked into the game. And sets up a 3rd and 5 here. A little situational coach mode. Again, appreciate everybody being on. My name is Phil Nagy. Only place on YouTube where you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary. First down for Ennis. Again, I do not play the game. All I'm doing is snapping it right now, even in coach mode. And this is just to try to help get the Buckeyes into some offensive rhythm after an opening touchdown. Now a screen to the left side, caught by Smith, and then he'll be stuck right away. Actually, maybe he does gain a yard. Just trying to get him in rhythm a little bit here. But I do appreciate all my subscribers. 1,149 strong here. Across the middle, caught by Claire, first down. Nope, they'll say 3rd and 1. Buckeyes going to go hurry to try to catch him off guard. And option keeper for Sayin. First down, Sayin to the 5 and down at the 5. First and goal for the Buckeyes. Sayin in a pistol look now. RPO look left side. Caught by Ennis. Touchdown Buckeyes. And Ennis going to hit the gritty. So that was more like it. Maybe that'll get them in rhythm for the kinds of plays they should and could be running as the Buckeyes will head down the field. 14-0 here after the kick goes through. 10:40 to go. That was a 10-play, 51-yard coach mode drive. Again, do appreciate everybody being on. If you haven't been on the channel, we simulate sporting events, mostly football, but as you saw, I am going to do a couple of Guardians games here in a playlist that I'm calling The Hunt for October for the Guardians. You see there, 69 and 69, I think, after they lost one and then won one against the Red Sox. Starting a new series tonight with the Rays, perhaps. Nice run up the middle, by the way, for Trey Bradford for a first down. So we'll do occasionally, but we focus primarily on football. One sim a week to prepare for the Browns, one sim a week to prepare for the Buckeyes. Option keeper, he'll pitch it late. Jackson is right there with the tailback. Tony Phillips goes down to the ground. Also, as we start to get into a rhythm of the season, be some games of the week available. Other NFL games you'd like to see simmed that we'll be able to sim on the channel as well. Hit and stuck there by Malik Hartford, and now it's a 3rd and long coming up. Alex wants to see James Peoples get involved. A little smoke screen to the right side and a good tackle by Sonny Styles. It's 4th and long. I've got a good mix in there, so Peoples will be in there some of the time. Donaldson will be in there some of the time. Even a formation for Jackson and Turbo Rogers. This one's going to be a very short punt taken by Ennis at the 40-yard line. Buckeyes are going to get tremendous field position here with 8:21 to go in the first half. Okay, appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button at your convenience. It helps to continue to grow our audience. Blitz late. They'll swing it right side to Donaldson. Stiff arms his way past one. Oh, he just threw that young man to the ground. He has a family. Again, I realize FCS Southeast is not who they're playing. The college football game does not have any of the FCS teams in their banks. But at least it's from the right part of the country. As here comes Donaldson again, 40, 35, 30 to the 25, to the 20, and he'll show another man out of bounds to the 10 and out of bounds at the 14, rather, as he had the 10 and the end zone in his sights. A mean running from C.J. Donaldson on that play. Big time play. There, look at that pulling. Tager Shabola, 77, all the way out there, sets up a block. 37-yard scamper, just threw another man out to club. C.J. Donaldson, bouncer on the weekend, just tossed that gentleman outside of the club. Sayin now back to pass. Another blitz coming over the middle, caught by Ennis for about 8. 2nd and 2. They still can't get the first down here. Sayin, play action. Got good time. Now he'll be hit as he throws, dumps it to Peoples, who tried to spin. I think he actually started the spin move too soon. He was like finished with the spin and then went right to the guy for a tackle now. 3rd and 1, Peoples stays in the game. Sayin in a shotgun. Little motion from Smith. Back to pass for Julian. Over the middle, caught in traffic by Brandon Ennis. 1st and goal, Buckeyes. Peoples stays in the game here in a pistol. Hey, JMD, welcome in. Grambling State Tigers. Peoples, middle, touchdown. Look at that sweet little juke moves left and right. And Peoples to the house. Would love to see him get going this weekend as well. Again, Buckeyes felt like they wanted to play a very specific way, which was very conservative. And they just pounded him up the rock, up the middle a lot. And that was the C.J. Donaldson game plan for sure. But rest assured, James Peoples is going to be a big part of this offensive plan. And you're also going to see, I think you're going to see Julian sling it all over the yard this week as well. Again, if you could get yourself to like 35-0 at halftime, then you could really put some backups in, like come in for a drive and then put some backups in. I'm hoping we can get to that point here as well so we can see a little bit of the depth here. Grambling Tigers back in there. They're led by he's going to be number 1 in real life. Xavier Teesit is the quarterback, and he'll give it to his tailback, whose real name is Trey Bradford. And Bradford has nowhere to go. Good tackle for loss that time for the Buckeyes. And Caleb Bounds just flying up to play defense. There's C.J. Hicks into the game. He had that game-sealing pass rush of Arch on the 4th down, last play of the game for them. Sealed the victory for the Buckeyes. Now a heavy pistol. Lots of tight ends in there as well. They'll go right side, and just look at how quickly Caleb Downs. Go back and rewind those plays. He starts in the true safety spot, and he is in the backfield in a blink of an eye. He is just incredible, and the reason that Matt Patricia's defense has been the talk of the town this week. None of that is possible if you don't have a player like Caleb Downs to be able to do anything you want with. Saying now. A little opportunity for a 4-minute drive. Ennis following his blockers past the 50 into Grambling territory. First down, Buckeyes. What do you mean by get worked over, JMD? They usually get paid well, like $1 million to come and get beat up on by the bigger teams. This is a nice throw, 20 yards. Good run after catch that time for the captain, Brandon Ennis. 3:18 and counting. Saying in no hurry at all. Here's a William handoff. C.J. Donaldson right down the pipe for 12 and a first down. He's up to 83 here in half number 1. Buckeyes continuing to run normal offense. Up the middle again. This time it's Peoples. James Peoples for another 8 yards. So they're just getting 8 to 10 yards pretty much anytime they want to run the football right now. Are the Buckeyes. 2nd and 2 now. They're going to have to snap it before the 2-minute timeout. They will. They'll give it to the tailback, Bo Jackson, the true freshman, and Jackson picks up a yard to the right, and here comes the 3rd and 1 play for the Buckeyes. Oh, yeah, it's usually about $1 million for these kind of small teams. OU won't maybe not get quite that much. They'll swing it to Bo Jackson, and he'll get the first down. But yeah, usually when it's these FCS, these really small schools, or like if Kent State was coming in or something like that, usually the price to pay to get your brains beat in is about $1 million, which for some of these schools is a significant part of their budget, and that's why they keep signing up for it year after year. Yes, Jim affirming me on this one. Snap the football, Carson Hinsman. He does. Here comes Sayan now. Good pocket awareness. Dump it left side to his outlet man. That's Brandon Ennis, who's had a very productive first half. He's got 10 catches for the junior captain, Brandon Ennis. He was the #1 receiver in his class, by the way. Jeremiah Smith behind him. Quincy Porter and Chris Henry Jr. coming next. Fired back of the end zone, and he'll actually just fling it away. That might be the first incompletion of the day for Julian. Felt the traffic and just decided to throw it away. Yeah, I know his name's Bo Jackson. I'm sure he has something to do with the original one. I'm not sure it's like his kid or anything, but I don't think you can name your kid Bo Jackson in this country and not have at least some semblance of what you're doing. Now, his name could be like Gerald Jackson, and he just has the nickname of Bo, but as far as I know, it's just Bo Jackson. Motion coming from Smith. Give it to Donaldson. Penetrating the right side. And somebody called timeout. That could have been the groupers. Oh, boo, go for this. What are we doing? That was on me. I should have made them go for it here. They'll have to settle for a field goal from the 1-inch line. Punch that thing in. There you go. See, I knew somebody would know. So, yeah, you could be Lamar Jackson. So would you prefer to be Lamar Jackson or Bo Jackson? If you're a running back, I guess you pick Bo Jackson. Thanks for looking that up for me, Alex, or knowing that. Same thing like Turbo Rogers. His name is Anthony. He goes by Turbo. All right, 25 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts left. They appear to be in a passing situation for the sophomore quarterback, Xavier Teasitt. Teasitt back to pass. He's got good protection now. He'll take off. Now he'll scramble and he'll just dump down in front of the 24-yard line, and now all of a sudden they have zero interest in running fast. They'll take their time, and they will snap it once more with 3 seconds. Hand it off to their tailback, Trey Bradford, who takes a licking for it. And we've reached halftime here in Columbus. Only 24-0. I would say if it's 24-0 at halftime on Saturday that the Buckeyes fans could be a little bit upset about that. How about 11 catches on 11 targets today? Brandon Ennis has had a monster day. So we'll try to get, I would like to get 35. 35-point lead feels like a comfortable spot for me to go ahead and force some backups to go into the game, which I would do that. Hey, Applied, welcome in and go Bucks. Defense out on the field first. Heavy pistol look again here for Teasitt, the quarterback. He'll hand it left side to Bradford. Bradford stuck right there by Jermaine Matthews. And how good was his game against Texas, Jermaine Matthews? Interception, and then that PVU that Sonny technically picked off / didn't pick off / who knows what a catch is anymore in college football. 3rd and 11 now. Motion coming from the tight end. Teasitt hands it off to his tailback, and Jalen McLean, strong safety, comes in to fill the hole, and the Tigers will punt it away. Okay, appreciate everybody being on. Yes, I know that the Buckeyes are not playing the FCS Southeast groupers, but they do not have the real FCS teams in there. Yes, I know that I could download Grambling State from the Team Maker, but then I'd have to run the game in exhibition mode, and if you've been on the channel long, you know how much I hate exhibition mode. So we're sticking with it. Here's Innes again. We're sticking with FCS Southeast. I am giving you real Grambling Tigers names, by the way. Up the middle, Donaldson. He's had a very productive day, at least based on their statistics from last week. The guy who threw the most, I figured, is the starting quarterback. That kind of stuff. And this time Donaldson will be stymied right at the line. Their leading tackler is Bryce Cage. So we'll say Bryce Cage is going to make these tackles. Saying over the middle. Carnell Tate, 30 to the 25 to the 20. Carnell Tate. He had 2 catches in the game against Texas, but they were both massive catches, weren't they? Weren't they? First down for your Buckeyes. Up to the 21-yard line. Brutus dancing it. Is it actually your birthday, Jim? You want the cat sound for your birthday? Oh, no. Go Penn State / Carolina Panthers. Saying, deep shot, middle, clear, end zone. Touchdown for the tight end, his second of the day. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He beat the safety there, Frank Wilson, the 4th. Dang, well, happy birthday, Jim. 21 years old today, going to hit the bars. .558 on that drive. 5:458 rather. 10:58 remaining on the clock here for Grambling. Whereas some people like to say you're celebrating like the 30th anniversary of your 21st birthday. Up the middle, tailback, Trey Bradford. Pitt, oh, that's interesting. 58, all right, good for you. So yeah, you can just say you're celebrating the 37th anniversary of your 21st birthday. But happy birthday to you, in all seriousness. See if the Buckeyes can get you another touchdown, and we'll see some backups in there. Deep shot, Teasitt, left side, single coverage, and swatted away by Jermaine Matthews. Putting the seatbelt on him, putting him in the clutches. 31-0 here for the Buckeyes. Maybe one more drive for the starters here. Innes from his own 33. He'll try to go to the right to the 40, and that's where he'll be struck down by a kick returning player, Josh Darling, linebacker from Georgia. All right, here comes Julian Sand. Turn around, give it to C.J. Donaldson. Up the middle for C.J. Donaldson, and he'll run right into the defender, and that defender is Frank Wilson, the 4th. That's safety that we talked about a little bit earlier. Now they'll spread them out 4 wide with Bo Jackson in the backfield. Bo now leaves the pocket. They'll dump it to Bo. 40, 45. He's got tons of room. 50 with the 45, spinning and move. And right into the defender, but a good run after catch there for Bo Jackson. And a first down Buckeyes, and they're into Grambling territory again. Sayan looks very poised, very confident in this one. Turn around. Give it to a running back. It's Bo Jackson again. Jackson tries the middle, and he'll get 3 to the 40-yard line for the true freshman, Bo Jackson. Sayan. Give it to him again. This time it's C.J. Donaldson. First down and more for Donaldson, and that should put him over 100 for the day. It will, 103 to be exact for C.J. Donaldson. Very effective day for him. Another carry for Donaldson up the middle, and he'll be tackled there by the linebacker, or excuse me, by the lineman Hale. Their leading tackler, by the way. All 4 that he has on the season. Swing it left side, Carnell Tate to the 30, and he'll be shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line. So 3rd and 5. Bo Jackson from Villa Angelo St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, Ohio. Love that. Love seeing the local kids. Right side throw in. It's to the 15, trying to get to the 10. He'll be down at the 12-yard line. I will have to look it up, Applied, or maybe you can find a picture and throw it in Discord for us. If you'd like to take your Nagy Sports fandom to the next level, you can join us on our Discord channel. It's free and easy to use. Chat with us between sims, find it out in advance of when we're going to sim, and then eventually be able to vote on the game of the week for the NFL games once the season gets cooking. Week 1 has made it here in mass, my friends. We got real counts NFL football tonight. The defending champs taking on Jerry World and whatever it is the Cowboys are trying to do. They're kind of like the Bengals of the NFC. They're going to try to score 1 million points, and it doesn't matter if they play defense. I think we're going to get holding. Claire might have another touchdown. It is going to be Luke Montgomery. He's celebrating the touchdown, but it's coming back. If you look at the All-22, Montgomery had a monster game against Texas as well. Really excited about him in the middle of that line. And now they got a couple weeks to get right before that trip to Washington. This first one against Grambling is 2 days away. It'll be a 3:30 kick, right side throw, caught, but I think we're going to get holding again. And it's Luke Montgomery again. Thank you, Applied, for putting that picture into the Discord. I just saw the notification pop up right now.
Number 38 on the field goal.
Another field goal. Boo. Fielding's got 34. I had said I wanted 35. Do one more defensive drive here, and then I will go ahead and put some subs in. 34-0. It has been all Buckeyes. Xavier Teasitt, quarterback. Option keeper for him, and he'll be thrown down in the ground by Enzo Styles Jr. Yes, I saw that Applied. Thank you very much. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, I humbly would ask for your subscription. I think we're going to get holding here on the offensive lineman. I would decline it if I were the Buckeyes. Or if you've gotten yourself a new Gmail account, log in and subscribe from that one too. It's okay. We'll allow it. 3rd and 20 coming up. They did decline it. Out of a pistol, here's Teasitt. Back to pass. Nope, he'll give it around to his Bradford, his tailback. It's like Grambling just doesn't even want to try on offense. 3rd and 20, we're going to hand it off. And now the Buckeyes will get the football back. If bear with me a moment, I'm going to go ahead and put some backups in for us. Yeah, I heard he's a little nicked up, actually, speaking of Micah Parsons. All right, coaching. Start by putting the backups in, baby. Shquink, there they go. But that's not necessarily going to just be everybody. Like, we'll have Bo Jackson be the running back. Yeah, that all works there. Who's our tackles? Lowe, Lorenz, Padilla. Daniels is fine. Oop, Lorenz can't also be. So we'll do Van Sickle here. Daniels is fine. Let's put Josh Mickens in. Caden Curry can come in. Tywan Malone, Jason Moore. Oh, let's get the young kids in there, yeah? Let's get Jarquez Carter in there, a true freshman. Maxwell Roy, a true freshman. Oh, fine. He's redshirted, so I guess we'll leave Jason Moore in there. Pettyjohn, sure. Let's see Pettyjohn. Let's see Peyton Pierce in the middle with Stover. Let's see Epi Siciliani over here. Citanili, however you say his last name. Along with Garrett Stover, Sanchez, Aaron Scott, Bryce West, Lockhart. Let's go. Fahim Delane, let's get this guy in here. Hartford in there. Let's put Nelson. He just lost his black stripe yesterday, actually. 3rd down running back will be Turbo. Bo Jackson will be the power back. Mylan Graham in the slot. Love that for us. Mickens, Curry. more. We're not going to put Hicks rushing from the middle. Let's put, what did I say, Jarquez Carter in there. And we're not going to put Sonny Styles in there. We're going to put Peyton Pierce and Riley Pettyjohn in there as well. And we'll let Bryce West be the... All right, friends. Sorry about that. Lincoln Kienholz will be in the game for now as well. We'll put Tavian in at the end. Okay, thanks for bearing with me on that one. Got to put all of the kids in. Going to test my number and roster knowledge here. Lincoln Kienholz into the game. He's going to hand it off up the middle. C.J. Donaldson still in the game. The running backs, I have them mostly... sometimes I have them like formation subbed, and I think a formation sub overrides even the depth chart. So there'll be a couple formations where you might still see Peoples and Donaldson over the middle. Graham, first down and more to the 30 into the 34, or excuse me, the 27. They're going the other way, Phil. They're going to the scoring side, Phil. Lincoln Kienholz, blitz coming, swing it right side to Bo Jackson. He's got a lot of catches today, has Bo Jackson. This one goes for just 2 yards. But fun to see him out there on the perimeter, where Blake Davis, the cornerback, will tackle him. 2nd and 8. Motion coming from the true 5-star kid from this year, Quincy Porter. Left side to the Turbo Rogers. A little misdirection. That was a cool play, and Kienholz has a first down into the 12-yard line here. Right in the middle of the red zone. Deep man is Bo Jackson. Back to pass. Kienholz. Brish coming. Blitz, and pressure together apparently is Brish. Those pressure / a blitz coming around that left tackle side, and the true freshman Carter Lowe never saw it coming. If that was the safety, we'll call that Tyrell Rabbie. And I think we're going to get holding again. So a little flag happy. They're looking at Gabe Van Sickle right now. And it is going to be Van Sickle guilty and headed to the sin bin, if you will. Back to pass, Lincoln Kienholz. Good time, except, well, never mind. Broke down again. He'll be sacked again. So 2 sacks on back-to-back plays. As Gabe Van Sickle, who, there he is. He's a sophomore, 6'5", from Coopersville, Michigan. Sack again up the middle from the big D lineman. That's Hale, their leading tackler in real life. And we've reached the end of quarter number 3. Buckeyes have given up back-to-back sacks to these Clemson Tigers. And the junior quarterback, 6'2", 214, pride of Pierre, South Dakota. T.F. Riggs High School, multi-sport athlete, very, very talented kid, Lincoln Kienholz. Named an Iron Buckeye over the summer. But I think you saw exactly why Julian won the job, even in his limited downfield reps. There's going to be a handoff and another holding. Are you kidding me? It's Van Sickle again. 3 holds on Van Sickle on this drive. And I would decline it if I were the Tigers. And they will. So on a 4th and 29, here comes Fielding to eclipse the 35-point mark, which you've been trying to eclipse all game. His kick is up, and his kick is good. Go Bucks. 37-0 now. I'd still take the over on this. I think this could be 50+ to nothing, or 6 or something like that. It really just depends on how much they want to beat them by, you know? Always got to kind of navigate that game of trying to get your young kids in, but not being a jerk. Here comes Teasit. Right side throw. Excuse me, actually they're to their backup quarterback now too. So I made my subs and then he made his subs as well. So this is the backup quarterback, Ashton Fry, into the game. And he'll do a little jet sweep pop pass situation. Ashton Fry is their backup quarterback. And Fry is 6'5". Up the middle, big time sack from Mickens, and Curry getting in there. And another third down. Ashton Fry actually is number 15 in real life, so there you go. That makes it easy for me. 6'5", 195 from Birmingham, Alabama. Jacksonville State transfer. And he goes down again. Another sack from this defense as they have just been peppering the Tigers all day. All right, Lincoln, let's see what you can do here, kid. Let's see if your offense can do something other than get called for holding. Uh-oh, we may not need it. Mylan Graham breaking tackles and into Tiger territory at the 44. Here come the Buckeyes. Junior quarterback Lincoln Keenholz. Turn around. Let's just not have a hold. Here comes Bo Jackson to the left side, and he gets 6. And we'll have a little golf clap for no holding on the play. It's the first play in 4 that didn't have a holding call there. 12:15 and counting here on the 4th quarter clock. Here comes Turbo Rogers, and he'll be stuck right in the backfield that time by a backup linebacker who's in the game, Marquise Sykes. Now 3rd and 4 for the Buckeyes. Float it right side, incomplete, but I'm going to make him go for this. I want him to go for this. I don't want you to try a 45-yard field goal. I want you to run some offense here, Lincoln. Come on. Find your horses. Motion coming from the 5-star Quincy Porter. Float it to Porter. Can he make the first down? I don't know if he did. He didn't. Wow. Got to run that dig route just beyond the yard marker there. It's a 5-star, but true freshman. Yeah, they're the Groupers. That's the fake mascot of this team is the FCS Southeast Groupers. I'm not a fish person. I'm not sure what a grouper looks like, but it's a pretty mean-looking grouper right there. Backup quarterback Ashton Fry is into the game. He'll hand it off to the backup tailback who is in the game. And you've decided that that's Tony Phillips, the sophomore out of Kankakee, Illinois. 3rd and 11. Fry. Pressure, hit as he throws. Deep shot to the left side. Single coverage and tipped away by Aaron Scott. And now on a 4th and 11, they'll go for it. Aaron Scott from Springfield. I thought he went to Springfield High School. Deep shot again. They'll try to tackle Scott. Scott knocks it away a second time. Buckeye football. Aaron Scott, the 6-foot sophomore from Springfield High School. Makes a great play there. Here comes Bo Jackson, and broken 1 tackle, but he's actually going to reestablish and therefore lose 6 yards in the process. Not how I would have necessarily drawn that one up. 2nd and 16, up the middle with Bo Jackson. And he'll effort the original first down marker, or the original line of scrimmage marker, 3rd and 12 though. Play action pass, big blitz coming. Keenholz over the middle, wide open, Thurman, first down. Jelani Thurman to the 15, and he's cut down at the 12-yard line. Jelani Thurman, big time play there with a tackle by Eric Randall, the 3rd. Of sufficient chip, that's right. Jelani Thurman with a nice play. 9 minutes and counting. If Keenholz can get into the end zone, I think it's time for St. Clair on the next drive. Here comes a little veer look. Bo Jackson, can he break the tackle? He cannot. He'll effort effort past the original line of scrimmage to a couple of yards there. Kind of fell forward for those last couple of yards. Keenholz fired over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Mylan Graham. True sophomore and another player you're going to hear a lot about. Hopefully get some time this week. He's probably 4th on the list of receivers after Smith, Tate, and Ennis. But Mylan Graham into the end zone, and the Buckeyes finally not having to settle for 3 here. And that feels like an opportunity to put Tavian St. Clair into me. So bear with me one more second here so we can go ahead and do that. And then we'll run this thing out to the end, but we want to see what the kid looks like. Or we could put in Eli Brickhandler. Yes, I know that Tavian St. Clair could lose his red shirt if he doesn't. We're not going to play him 4 times, I promise. Appreciate everybody being on. My name's Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel, only place on YouTube that you'll find live simulated sporting events with live original commentary. Plenty of people out there simming, but they just have the boring in-game announcers, and it's not nearly as fun or dynamic or interesting, nor do they care about the realism of the playbook, the numbers, etc., etc. Of course, this game I talk about realism, and it's not actually Grambling, even though it's supposed to be Grambling. It's the Grambling placeholder. Up the middle and blown up there Peyton Pierce, he actually had some run in their base defense this weekend. Number 26 is kind of the third linebacker to be in after Styles and Reeves. So I'm excited to see Peyton Pierce. RPO left side. Oh, it could have been picked. Good defense again as he tried to fling it out to his wide receiver, Baron Miles, the senior from Quebec and a transfer from Nebraska. RPO to the right side, and it'll go nowhere. That's Bryce West right there on the coverage and on the tackle. Bryce West is another Ohio kid, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Number 12 on the field, number 1 in our hearts, Bryce West. Glenville, yeah, another Glenville kid, 5'11", 197. A true sophomore, Bryce West. All right, 1st and 10. Here he is, Tavian Sinclair, number 2 overall guy, technically, depending on what recruiting service you looked at, the number 1 or number 2 quarterback after Bryce Underwood, depending on which recruiting service you looked at. 5-star kid from Bell Fountain, Ohio. It's about 30 minutes past Dublin to the north and east, north and west of Columbus. Small town, small school. He is a big-time prospect here. Very excited to have him on the Buckeyes. Bo Jackson to the right. And I'm going to make him go for it to give the kid a little luck. He's 6'4", 230, by the way, from Bell Fountain High School. And here he is on a 4th down for Tavian St. Clair. Come on, Porter. Run the route past the line this time. Fired over the middle to Porter. Quincy Porter. I think we might get holding. Porter, though, all the way down to the 13-yard line. And look at Josh Padilla. Looks like he's going to be called for holding. Woof. 4th and 13. Oh, yeah, we're still going to go for it. Why not? Why not? 4th and 13. St. Clair back to pass. Deep shot. Left side to the end zone. Picked off at the 5. Oh, no. I picked it off. Oh, well. Pretty good punt down to the 22, I guess. Sorry about that, Tavian. That's not going to be good for your XP here. The greatest Graham in Ohio since Autogram, huh? Yeah, it was an arm punt that time. For sure it was. Like a coffin corner. Another TFL for a Buckeye player, and that's Peyton Pierce once again, number 26. Pierce also an Ohio? I don't think he's an Ohio kid. Here comes Fry. The quarterback sacked. Actually, he'll throw it away as he's being hit. Peyton Pierce, Lovejoy from Lucas, Texas. Lovejoy High School. I was wrong. 6'2", 223, though, for Peyton Pierce, and they like him a lot. He's a very good player. Right side run. Option keeper for the quarterback. Fry. Ball pops out. It's picked up by the Buckeyes. Lorenzo Styles picks it up at the 21 of the Buckeyes. We have our first 2 turnovers of the game, and they're essentially on back-to-back plays, and here comes St. Clair again with a short field. Turn around, give it to Bo Jackson, spinning and knifing his way through the middle for 5. 44-0, Buckeyes over the Grambling State Tigers here. St. Clair in trouble. Now he'll roll to the right, fire away. Good, smart play by St. Clair to get rid of that football, because a 3rd and 5, better than about a 3rd and 12 that it would have been. St. Clair, give it, nope, option keeper for Tavian. Right side juke move, 10 to the 5. Oh, whoa! Look at those wheels from St. Clair, and there's our 50 burger. Tavian St. Clair, an option keeper, and he has got some wiggle. Woo-wee! What a play there from the true freshman, Tavian St. Clair. Look at this. Whoop! First one. Here comes the second one. Whoop! Oh, man, that was cool. Nicely done there. 50-0 Buckeyes. 4 minutes remaining here in quarter number 4. 3 plays, just 22 yards after the fumble. Complimentary football there. The true freshman, Tavian St. Clair. There you go, Jim. Maybe 58 for your 58th. We'll try to get you 58. I love that for your 58th birthday. That would be perfect. Can you imagine? They actually won 58-0 for you on your birthday. I wonder what sort of odds you'd get if you picked the correct score of 58-0. Let me see if I can figure that out for you. We should have the technology. Option keeper here. Is this the third quarterback into the game? Nope, that's still Fry, the backup.
Tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
Okay. I have a pistol now. It was a 3:30 kick. We're going to get the 2-minute timeout here. 3rd and 11. Well, for whatever reason, FanDuel does not want me to see the Buckeye game right now. So there you go. All right, Buckeyes are going to get a chance. Oh, maybe on the kick. Oh, my. I thought Graham was maybe gone. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. Technically, this is Grambling State. The Tigers are Grambling State. They're just not actually in the game. So we'll get a generic FCS placeholder team. St. Clair again. Buckeyes, 1 minute and 30 seconds away. I'm going to be a jerk, and I'm going to try to score another touchdown because it's Jim's birthday. And I feel like we should try to score 58 points for his 58th birthday. This is for you, Jim. Coach mode. Fired right side. Very short to Turbo Rogers. We're going to go hurry up. We do not anticipate Ryan Day to do this, but we're doing this because we can. Deep shot. It was there. Mylan Graham, he was wide open. Oh, brother. Oh, man, he was there. He was there. That was the touchdown. Come on, Tavian. Fired over the middle. Caught. First down. Mylan Graham will call timeout. Oh, boy. I feel like I'm such a horrible person by doing this. .44 seconds. Play action pass. St. Clair. Right side. Incomplete. He tried to fire that one into Bryson Rogers. The game is like, are you sure you don't just want to run? No, I don't just want to run. I want to put this thing in the crib. 58 for my man. Fired over the middle. Ooh, dropped by Turbo Rogers. 3rd and 10. Back to pass, St. Clair. Fire right side, it's picked off again. We tried. I'm sorry, Jim. We tried. We just tried to go to the well one too many times. And your 58 points for your 58th birthday, you'll have to wait till next year. Maybe we'll score 59. Up the middle to end the game. Here come the Grambling State Tigers. It's their backup running back from their backup quarterback. Guys, this was a lot of fun. Buckeyes win 51-0. Drive home safely. Oh, 1 second left. I'm going to do the stats. I know a lot of you guys will hop off. Thank you so much. Join us tomorrow for a Brown sim and maybe another Guardian sim if time allows. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of it, guys. This was a lot of fun. Knocked the... Oh, did he... Oh, I thought he caught it before he went out of bounds. That is the game. 51-0. Buckeyes win and defend home field, defend serve, and that's probably about how it should go. I would say 50 points is probably a pretty easy thing. How about saying today, 88.2% completions? Let's go. But St. Clair with his wheels, the one everybody is celebrating in this one. Very quickly, we will look at some statistics. We don't need to look at the Grambling statistics since those aren't even real guys. Okay, saying today, how about this? 30 of 34 for 281. A lot of short passes, 3 touchdowns. Keenholtz was 6 for 7 for 63 and a touchdown. St. Clair 2 for 8 for 24 and 2 picks. That's not how we want to do that one. Donaldson today 18 for 110. Bo Jackson 10 for 18. Peoples 3 for 13 and a touchdown. St. Clair 2 for 17. A touchdown. Turbo Rogers had 1 run for Julian in this one. 13 for 102 and a touch for Brandon Ennis. 5 for 55 for Carnell Tate. Claire had 2 touchdowns, 4 for 39. Bo Jackson with 3. Mylan Graham 3 for 45 and a touchdown. Jeremiah Smith just 3 catches, 56 yards. Again, not that they need him, but hurting his Heisman campaign chances here. Quincy Porter had 1 catch. Peoples had 1 catch as well. 13 pancakes for Tigger Chavola, by the way. 8 tackles for Devin Sanchez. 7 for Styles Jr. That's Lorenzo Styles Jr., not Sonny. 7 for Downs. 6 for Pierce Jackson and Harper. Sacks at a 1.5 for Joshua Mickens. 1 for Kenyatta Jackson. Halves for Curry, McDonald, Atkinson, Reese, Houston, Hicks, and Lorenzo Styles Jr. No picks. They did have the forced fumble from Sanchez, which was picked up by Styles. All right, gang. We have done it. Also, because I'm crazy and I'm trying to recreate it as best I can. Obviously, I'm not doing every single game. But the Big Four, at least, the Power Four, Big 12, Big 10, ACC, SEC, I did force win all of the correct and actual results. So the top 25, it may not be perfect, but it's going to be pretty darn close. That's real, that's real, that's real. I think it's pretty close, actually. Miami jumped up in a big way after their win, force win. So Illinois at 7, that may not be there, but hey, good for them. South Carolina had a nice win with Virginia Tech as well. Texas dropped down to 9. So anyway, I'm going to force win as best I can so we can keep it straight. But the Buckeyes are number 1 in the land. We know this. And take care of business today against Grambling State. Thanks so much for joining me. OU will be up next for them, but enjoy the real game on Saturday. Again, I'll see you tomorrow for a Brown Sim, either right after school or later in the evening, depending on if Kit's going to be able to join me or not. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Take care of yourselves. Today we'll say, go Buckeyes, and as always, go